in the market, we're gaining market share, but it is a tough environment. Things aren't easy here or indeed in Australia, but good businesses need to trade well in tough periods, and we'll continue to focus on the customer and delivering great value and great product.
Ian, we are in an interest rate hiking cycle. How do you foresee the balance between interest rate income and possible impairment playing out in the coming months?
So we've seen the increase in the interest rate hike we've already had has impacted positively on our WFS business. But the impact it has in the longer term depends on how quickly, and whether that changes consumer confidence and changes consumer demand across our business as a whole. And then I think we're going to see a more constrained credit environment. The changes through the NCAA are having an impact on our business, and I think just the lesser availability of credit across the market is going to make it tougher. But it's going to make it tougher for businesses at the lower end of the market rather than the upper end of the market, and those that are more dependent on credit than less.
Okay. And the rand is currently weak. How is this impacting on Woolworths' business?
Well, the weak rand has two impacts on our business. The first impact that we've seen through this set of results is it has a very positive impact, because we have 43% of our revenues, of our profit is coming through in Australian dollars, and those Australian dollars are translated at a weaker rand, so therefore more rands into the profit of the business. So positive impact. The other major impact, of course, is the depreciation of the rand against the US dollar, which impacts our clothing business because it makes our purchase of goods much higher. And that ultimately has to flow through to higher prices for the customer and or reductions in margins for the retailers. I think net it will be some of each.
You've mentioned a strategy about attracting young and much more black customer base. How do you expect to maneuver all of this around, bearing in mind your existing clientele base?
Yeah, I think it's really important to keep our existing loyal customers, but also to move our business to be more reflective of the population. And so we want younger, blacker customers coming into our stores, spending more time, seeing us as more relevant than they did previously. So we've improved our fashionability a lot, our prices a lot. Our kids business, which is a very important part of our business for that customer, has improved dramatically, and we're seeing real changes. So now more than 50% of our base, our customer base, is black, and that's been improving significantly over time, and it's the right thing to do to make sure that we're future-proofed for a Woolworths South Africa business.
Let's talk about the expansion strategy, particularly into Africa. After your Nigeria experience, where do you have your sights set now outside South Africa?
Well, we came out of Nigeria a few years back, and we're pleased that we did. The other markets in Africa, other than Ghana, are trading, and Ghana is very, very small for us. The other markets are trading exceptionally well. We're getting double-digit growth, both in the top line and in the bottom line. We're very excited about Africa. We see a long-term future for Africa. So very happy.
And finally, just take us through your outlook for the coming months. Do you expect the market conditions to be much more favourable for consumers or not?
We expect it to be tougher. It's hard to determine exactly where we'll be. It'll be interesting to see the budget speech, the impact on that, tonight's speech. What's the future for this market, how the world markets are going to respond, what China's going to do. These are all big issues that are going to impact this economy, growth within this economy. And so it's difficult, but I think bottom line, it's going to be a tougher 12 months going forward than the 12 months we've just been through.
South Africa's